Alright, y'all know I'm here for this bullshit ass reunion. Um, like I said last week, I felt like it was going to be some bullshit. And I'm anticipating for part two to be some bullshit. Because this part was some bullshit. Um, I'm letting y'all know ahead of time that I am kind of sleepy. So if I, lose my train of thought a lot in this video, just please, forgive me or whatever. Bear with me. Um, is there anything else I wanted to say? No, I don't think. Oh, Nina Parks, she was the host for this reunion. They talked to Tommy about why she said that she was banned from the reunion, and she was saying that because of her arrest warrants in Atlanta, that the producers, weren't going to fly her to New York and everything. But as we see, they, decide to film the reunion in Atlanta this year, which appears to be somebody's damn house. I don't know who in the Sam hell will rent out their house to Mona Scott Young and her employees and crew or whoever, but it wouldn't been me. Y'all ain't about to have all this shenanigans and carrying on in my goddamn and fucking up my shit. I don't care how much goddamn security you have. I mean, I'm just saying, it wouldn't have been me. I'm sorry, it wouldn't have been me. Um, what else happened? Okay, so everybody starts talking about Jocelyn or whatever, yada yada yada. They start talking about the blackmail situation with Carly Red. Dawn is sitting next to Jocelyn, and Nina is asking, "Are you guys gonna show what's in the envelope and everything?" And Jocelyn was like, I'm gonna let Dawn decide, because if I decide, it's not gonna be pretty or it's not gonna be good or something like that. She was saying, and I'm like, Jocelyn, girl, please. If you was really about it and about showing what the fuck was in that envelope, you would have been showed a long time ago. Now, either, a lot of us done said before, either ain't nothing in that goddamn envelope, or it's probably some shit we already fucking know about Carly Red that we don't even give a fuck about at this point. And who the fuck is Dawn to be making some goddamn shots on, like, girl, I'm about to just move on from that. That foolishness. Anyways, they get into, Mimi and Jocelyn's situation or whatever. And, Mimi says she don't want to sit down with Jocelyn, or whatever, this, that, and the third. She says that if Jocelyn comes into the room, she's gonna walk out or whatever. Mimi, she pretty much said that and mind you, her and Carly Red was sitting in the room together. She said that she, befriended Jocelyn for Eva or whatever, because at the time she thought Eva and Stevie J. I mean, she thought Jocelyn and Stevie J was married at the time or whatever, this, that, and the third. But Mimi, girl, you contradicted yourself, because you say that, but then later on in the program, you gonna sit up here and talk about something. Well, I knew the whole time they weren't married. I just wanted to see how long they was gonna keep it with the charade. I'm like, which one is it, girl? Either you knew or you didn't know. I mean, I was just like, did she really think nobody was gonna catch that shit? I know I wasn't the only one that caught that shit. But I was like, I mean, Mimi, you look cute, girl, but you contradicted yourself a lot with that dumb shit. Anyways, they talk about Promise Be Made real quick, and come to find out, Promise Be Made and tried some shenanigans with the other cast members. Of course, it would be Scrappy and Jock. She done tried to get them into some bullshit. I'm sorry, y'all. Some notification came up on my damn computer. Anyways, what else happened? So, KK and Jocelyn, they have a sit down or whatever. They, pack the security in the room for those two or whatever. KK, she reiterates yet again that her and Stevie never did anything together. And Jocelyn, she says, I think Stevie was the one who told me about it. Now I think about it or whatever, this, that, and the third. And, she, sitting up here calling KK old, and talking about how she don't got no money, how she's stealing, she need to be in jail or whatever, this, that, and third. Like, she's 60 years old, get a job, bitch, and all this other stuff. And KK, she pretty much, kind of ready to kick her ass at this point. Security, grabs her, and, they tell her to sit down and everything. They still going back and forth or whatever, yada, yada, yada. That shit didn't last long. What else happened? I don't really care to talk about K. Michelle. All I'm going to say about K. Michelle is, girl, don't ever come back on this goddamn show, because this shit made you look bad. It made you look bad. And that's all I'm going to say. Moving on. Bambi and Scrappy. Also, along with Mama D and Bambi. I mean, Mama D and, Betty Idol. I said Bambi twice. Betty Idol. Nina, asks, what kind of, drew Scrappy's attention to Betty. And, Scrappy was like, I thought Betty was a brutal person or whatever, this, that, and the third. Bam, she felt some type of way. She was like, so you thought she was a beautiful person? And I'm like, Bam, calm down. He just, Nina asked him a question, and he's answering it accordingly as to how he felt about her at the time. Okay? But at the same time, I probably would have been like, too, a beautiful person. Like, do you see what type of person this bitch is? And we talking about her personality wise. Now, looks wise, yes, Betty Idol is a beautiful girl. But her personality, yeah. We already know about that shit. Anyways, Bambi was just going the fuck in. She was going the fuck in on Betty Idol. She was sending, Betty Idol was sitting up here talking about I felt like Scrappy had talent or whatever, this, that, and the third. And she was like, you won't saying all that when you was sitting up here trying to play him after he stopped fucking with you, talking about he ain't have no hits or something like that. And Mama D, she seemed like she really is all for Bambi and Scrappy to, be together now, whatever, this, that, and the third. Bambi was also talking about how, she was like, no, you didn't have beef with my friend. You got beat up by my friend. Talk about Tammy. I said, oh, girl. I mean, and, Betty was like, you call hair pulling a beat up and everything. I mean, I get Betty's point on that because, yeah, I don't really like that hair pulling shit neither. I feel like that's some, fuck shit. But I ain't even care at that moment because you just came off like a real bitch this season to Tammy for no fucking reason based off some shit that her husband said. But we don't even need to get back into that shit. So I ain't even care if she pulled your hair at that point, punched you or what. I mean, I'm sorry. I didn't care at that point. So, whatever. Anyways, they, going back and forth. The producers obviously was in Bambi's favor, and, they gave what's her name? Betty Idol the boot. Told her, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Like, what else happened? Or what else do I want to talk about, I should say. Stevie J, he also says he don't want to sit down with Jocelyn or whatever because of all the shit she said about him on social media and everything. And, then they switch over to Jocelyn, and Jocelyn's talking about that, Stevie is a coward for not sitting down with her. He betrayed her. And, what else happened? Stevie pretty much, was talking about, of course, yet again, why he, went along with the fake marriage and everything, this, that, and the third. Jocelyn sitting up here saying she was a great wife for the past 6 years. I'm like, where is she getting this 5 and 6 years bullshit from? Bitch, you was with him for that long. You was not married or fake married to him for that long. See, I'm not even gonna do it. What else happened? Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to skim through and see what actually I really want to talk about. Okay, so we get back to Tommy and Stevie J and KK, and I think Sass was there as well. Um, they wanted to do a sit down with Tommy and Jocelyn, but Nina, comes to find out that Jocelyn had put an order of protection out on Tommy or whatever. This, then third. Tommy was pissed off and calls Jocelyn a punk ass bitch and says she ain't do shit to her. But then we find out that Tommy tried to run over Jocelyn with her car, and Tommy admitted it. Nina said, Jocelyn says that you try to run over her with your car. Is that true? And Tommy was like, yeah. I said, bitch, that's why she put out the order of protection on your ass, because your crazy ass tried to run her over. So you did do something. that Tommy is something else, boy. But I do fear where she coming from, because Jocelyn, I do believe that she picks and chooses who the fuck she want to fuck with. Nah, she ain't gonna fuck with Tommy, because Tommy is crazy in real life. This ain't no TV acting. Tommy is crazy in real life. She'll sit up here and try to pick on Mimi and say shit about KK or whatever, but she don't want it with Tommy. And then she even tried to buck on Nina at one point, because Nina had asked her, well, if this happened like 2 or 3 months ago, why did you wait until, just recent to, file the restraining order against her and everything? And Jocelyn gonna sit up here try to buck on her and have the nerve to call her messy. I said, you out of all people have the nerve to call somebody else messy, Jocelyn, when your ass been messy all this goddamn season with the fuck shit? Starting shit with everybody, making up a whole bunch of lies and ain't got shit to back it up. Girl, Nina, she kept it, she kept it classy and professional though. She better than me, because I would have popped off on her ass. I would have popped off. But like I said, Nina kept it classy, and she told her, I'm not no blogger. I have a degree in journalism. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And go ahead and nerd to call Nina unprofessional. I was just like, girl, whatever. Anyways, you just don't want to admit that you scared of Tommy. That's all that is. It's alright, Jocelyn. Jocelyn just really disappointed me this season, y'all. She really did. What else happened? She sit up here talking about how, she's, start kind of fake crying or whatever, about Stevie J, how he used her and embarrassed her and all this other stuff. I said, how the fuck you think Mimi felt? And I don't want to go all the way back to that, but how the fuck you think Mimi felt when you sat up here and start messing with her man behind her back? So you reaping what you sow. Whatever. And then around the end of the episode, that's, one of the producers or whatever was talking to her about the pregnancy test she had in her bag and everything. It's pretty much like deja vu all over again. Jocelyn taking a pregnancy test on TV, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So the producer tells her to, because she actually took a pregnancy test before coming there, and the producer tells her to take another one just to be on the safe side, and that's where it cuts off at. I'm sorry if this is not what y'all wanted. This probably be the shortest review y'all ever get from me. I don't know, y'all. I probably left some shit out or whatever, but make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys come back. Leave your thoughts below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.